Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, bean, and wheat movement from last Friday. Corn futures ended the week down 2 in a quiet pre-report session. Soybeans managed to close up 4, while KC wheat lost another nickel. Monday and Tuesday's markets, that's today and tomorrow, is going to be focused on USDA's crop production and supply and demand report that's going to be released a little bit before noon on Tuesday. The range of estimates for the average corn yield is 171 to 175 compared to 175.5 in August. Over the last 20 years, there has only been December 2nd years, 2005-2008, where the USDA's corn yield estimate has been outside the trade range of estimates. It will be interesting to see if USDA adjusts their acreage figure. Looks like the average corn estimate is down to 173.3 bushels per acre, which would result in a slight drop in the year-ending carryout, even though we have lagging export. The market has been boringly range-bound of late, but these USDA reports have the potential to surprise. USDA corn exports continue to be a drag on the market, largely because of Brazil's record harvest. To put that into perspective, Brazil's corn crop this year is projected at 2.17 billion bushels compared to last year's production of 1.34, an increase of about 62%. Corn export sales for the U.S. for the past week were 37.4 million bushels, with new bean sales of 65.5 million. Another cargo of U.S. wheat was sold this last week to Communist Chinese. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM are closed for Milo trucks through today. Timco Houston is also closed Sunday, but they're going to be open today, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. for help marketing your grains. Trust John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company Corp. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. It's Sunday evening. We're getting ready for sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle Wednesday. Sean, what do you see?
Larry, sure thinking we'll get somewhere, around that 3,000, get on the sheep and goat end. Last week was a holiday, so it's a little shorter, but sure ought to catch up a little bit on the sheep and goat end and possibly on the cattle end. So I think somewhere around that 1,000 on the cattle end, maybe a few more.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from Friday. The pork carcass cutout value increased by $3.59 in the afternoon to $97.80. USDA estimated federal slaughter for the week ending Saturday, 2.234 million head. That's down from the 2.52 million during the same week last year, though the yearly total remains 1.3% ahead of last year's pace. Neighbor, as we look toward the beef side of the meat equation, we see that the wholesale box report put choice box at $312.90, up by $124. The select box $286.05, down by $12. The rib primals were shown at $524.56 and $429.84 respectively. Estimated federal slaughter 559,000 head through Saturday. That is below last week, as the increased Saturday kill still undershot the Monday holiday volumes and compares to the 606,000 head from the same week last year, which also saw a large Saturday kill. Neighbor, as we look toward the fats, let's see if we see any kind of movement from Friday. Does not look like we saw any kind of movement, so I guess that means we probably remained about that 290 in the beef, 180 on the hoof in the dirt. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, it's cooled off. Is that going to affect the sale any?
Well, it looks very good, Larry. We have a few showers around there, anything big, but we're projected this week to get on down in the 90s and maybe even the latter part of the week in the upper 80s, so it's going to be very, very nice. Got a chance of rain several days out of the week, so that's very positive, too. We got a little over tonight, or on Sunday evening, we're right at 1,100 head on the yards here at Mason, about 80 cows. The rest of them all good calves yearling, several good drafts that will shape up some good deals and everything. We're looking around for that 13.50 tomorrow, Larry. We got a good run here at Mason. We'll start at 11 o'clock, and we'll sell our packer cows first, stock cows, and then go right into our calf run, Larry.
What do you know of for San Sabbath Thursday?
Well, we got a few more calves coming, I know, after the market was good last week. Kind of as we're going to the fall, they'll pull some more of those. I've got a group of about 80 on one deal, about 70 on another deal. I know it's coming. And then a few more cows, mainly just older cows, that'll be coming in, Larry.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet, Larry. Give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Also, for updated information on all of our upcoming sales, everything, some consignments, go to our website at jordanatcattle.com, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about George Weichel and the good folks at Wholesale Steel, San Antonio Steel. Heavy-duty lifetime warranty on their cattle panel. The standard duty panel also. Heavy-duty and standard duty pasture gates. They're a new Preferred dealer, and they'll beat anybody's prices on the Preferred products. They've got Stay Tight 50 and Stay Tough fencing both. Cattle working pens. They've got 2 Texas locations. They've got the San Antonio store. Call 210-624-2000 or the Hearn Bryan College Station store, 979-280-6100. Now remember, that Hearn location is off Highway 6 and the San Antonio location is there off Texas 16. They're open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Fridays and Saturdays 8 to 4. You can find them on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com. Of course, that's the San Antonio store, or wholesalesteelbcs.com. And that's the Bryan College Station Hearn store. Oh, and by the way, tell George Weichel that Larry Marble sent you. Neighbor, now it's time to get a hold of Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. I hadn't had a chance to give you a sale report on the South Texas Cattle Marketing Sale I auctioneered this last Saturday, the 2nd in Nixon, Texas. My goodness, it was a house fire. The pairs anywhere from 3,500 to 4,200. Breds anywhere from 2,000 to 2,800, some up to 3,000. Open heifers 1,100 to 2,200. A lot of demand. Moved the cattle through quickly. People were really after them. Very little out-of-state action. Most of the cattle just went within about an hour of Nixon, Texas. So pretty much local support. I've got a lot of good replacement cattle available for sale and a lot of good bulls available for lease or sale. If you have any questions, I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3. Log on to my website for photos, videos, and information. CasasCattle.com. CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble. I'm with Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch. Tony, you got news on T-Post?
Yes, sir, I do. Right now, our 6.5-foot American-made 133 T-posts went down. They're at $5.99, and that's if you buy one or however many you need.
Well, tell everybody how to get that great deal in this new price drop on T-Post.
Well, they can reach me out at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We've been with Tony from D&D. Tony, have a good day. Help those people when they come by to buy T-Post.
Yes, sir, sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how's Monday's sale shaping up?
Larry, we got 1,400 in right now, and they're still coming in with some cattle. I know that 50, 60 head coming in are still coming in tonight. We're going to have that 1,700, 1,800 look like tomorrow, probably 200 cows. I got some cows, some Bremer cows. They're about 6-year-old cows. 4 or 5 of them got calves on them. The rest will be palpated. There's about 15, 16 head of them. They need to go back home to the country if somebody needs some young Bremer cows. Other than that, I got some Hereford pairs. They're going to have a little more age on them. Other than that, mostly Packer cows, Larry. You'd probably be about 200 of them. And got a big bunches of slugs of calves, good calves, quality calves are still coming. And I got some big-ass yearlings, too.
Okay. You got a good start to a great sale Monday. Gary, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Nixon.
You can catch us at cell phone 830-582-1561 or 62. Catch me on my mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
We appreciate you. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends, Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4 in 16 and 24 inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe @gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, what's Monday sale looking like?
575 head right now, Larry. Probably approaching 100 cows, or we'll have come sale time. Going to palpate about 45 of those there in the morning. Do have a couple of pairs. They'll be younger, kind of black pairs. One Charolais bull to test. Bull sure looks young. Should be all right. We will get him tested there in the morning. Calf and yearling deal, man, there's quite a few good calves here, I tell you. We're going to fall run today. Lots of good calves, and there's some work cattle there as well. Not too many wean cattle this week. But I would imagine we're going to have somewhere around 650, 700 come sale time. Sure be a good sale. In the meantime, if we can help you, feel free to reach us, 830-741-8061. Give me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how's the sales shaping up?
Pretty good, Larry. Ended up, I guess, a little bit. We had a sale last week, but a little bit of a catch up from the Labor Day weekend. Gonna probably end up close to 1,600 tomorrow. Quite a few cows, still really dry in the area, especially down south of us. Probably between 300 and 400 cows. I think we palpated about 100 or so. A handful of pairs mixed in here and there, but starting to be some pretty good aged cows show up now. So then calves, got some good strings of one string of some Brangus, so one set of Brangus, another set of Angus, 2 sets of really nice Charolais calves. The quality on the cattle, the calves looks better than what it did last week. Got some pretty good strings of cattle this week. So I think looks like, somewhere 1,500-1,600 for tomorrow.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Riley.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
We appreciate it, Riley. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
Get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how'd the Friday sale turn out?
We got along real good. I thought the market was up and down in places, but I think it was due to the quality. Quality's selling right now, but unfortunately, they're not all number one, so
right.
The market's up and down.
Walk the pens with us.
All right, we had 423 head of cattle, no horses or goats. But that whole market, I think it was pretty steady. Your 200 to 300 pound steers were 205 to 265, heifers 226 to 245. Your 300 to 400 pound steers were 229 to 270, heifers 204 to 240. Your 400 to 500 pound steers were 229 to 275, heifers 210 to 230. 500 to 600 pound steers were 214 to 230. Heifers 203 to 220. Your 600 to 700 pound steers were 206 to 225. Heifers were $1.99 to 210, and your 700 to 800 pound steers were $1.90 to 2 1/4, and heifers were $1.77 to $1.98. Packer cows were sure enough strong. That old cow market and bull market is active. Your cows were $63 to $1.11. Stock Packer bulls were $1 to $1.26. Stocker cows brought $78 to $1.55 on some good tight bag. Breads were $8.55 to $1,400, and our pairs sold from $13 to $15.50, sir. Calves come in, there'll probably be 25 to 30 of them Charolais calves, Charolais and black calves. But other than that, I don't know of any cattle this is coming next week. I'm hoping it's going to rain.
Good. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, call me here at Selborn at 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile 645-5002.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you and take care.
Neighbor, let's take a shorter look at the grains. Corpus Milo 1060, yellow corn 503 3/4, Houston wheat 742, Placido beans 1293, Texas cotton 0 bales 7641 to 8101. I'm Larry Marble, you're my neighbor. That's it for Down on the Farm. Good day.